Since its inception, the tradition of the Grand Tours has been regarded as the pinnacle of travel acclaim, which Grand Tour spans 23 days and 21 stages and coincides with a Bastille Day holiday. Who will come out on top of this Grand Tour? Listen up, because in this video we're going to address all of your concerns and questions. Do your best not to miss out. Don't leave without subscribing to Cycling right now. Then let's not waste any more time and get down to the video. Let's start with the ambitious itinerary. The Tour de France is a multi-day annual bicycle race that takes place primarily in France, but sometimes in adjacent nations exclusively for men. It has 21 phases, each one lasting a day, and runs for a total of 23 days, commencing the day before the Bastille Day holiday. It has the best reputation because it was the first and has been going on for the longest out of all the Grand Tours. What do you think of Primoz Roglic? Primoz Roglic is a Slovenian professional racing cyclist who was born on October 29, 1989. He now competes for the UCI WorldTeam Team Jumbo-Visma. After an early accident in ski jumping in Planica, he shifted to cycling. It was Roglic's first Tour de France, but he made history by winning a stage in 2017. He became the first Slovenian to win a Grand Tour when he took the overall classification at the 2019 Vuelta a España in September. He was the first Slovenian to wear the yellow jersey at the Tour de France in 2020 and finished second overall, losing out to compatriot Tadej Pogačar. He also finished on the final podium at the 2019 Giro d'Italia. He successfully defended his 2019 championship at the 2020 and 2021 Vuelta a España. For the men's time trial at the 2021 Olympics, he took home the gold. He therefore became only the third rider in history to win 3 consecutive Vueltas. Roglic spent a record 75 weeks in the top spot of the UCI Men's Road Racing World Ranking between 2019 and 2021. He also finished the year in the top spot twice. Okay, so how about we discuss his professional background? The Trebovli-born Roglic started ski jumping competitions in 2003 and won the Junior World Team event in 2007, 2 Continental Cups, the International Ski Jumping Circuit's second highest competition. In Planica, he improved his previous record by a whopping 84 centimeters. Roglic competed in his final international event in Zurich in 2011, and his career in ski jumping was officially concluded in the summer of 2012. In 2007, Roglic crashed as a test jumper at Letelnica Bratov Goriek, the ski-flying hill in Planica, Slovenia, in front of his local crowd. Starting the 2022 season off with a string of races in France, including Paris, Nice, he had a strong start to the year. Team Jumbo-Visma broke the pack in the opening stage's crosswinds, and Christophe Laporte pushed the pace so hard around Mantes-la-Ville that only Wout van Aert and Roglic could keep up. The podium finish was a 3-way tie between Laporte, Roglic and Van Aert. Roglic took the race lead on the 5th stage to Saint-Sauveur de Montagut after finishing second in the 4th stage individual time trial. While finishing third on the final stage to Nice, he won the race by 29 seconds over Simon Yates thanks to his victory in the previous stage that ended at the top of the Col de Tourigny. After winning the first stage of the Tour of the Basque Country, he was eliminated from the race's front group on a penultimate day due to the pre-race knee injury, and he wound up placing 9th overall. In June, just before the Tour de France, he won the Critérium du Dauphiné and placed 2nd overall, including in the final 2 mountain stages. An injured Primoz Roglic has forced his Jumbo-Visma teammate Jonas Vingegaard to pull out of the Tour de France. Vingegaard won stage 11 and the yellow jersey thanks in large part to Roglic, who helped Jumbo-Visma execute their strategy to remove Tadej Pogačar. Stage 15 of the Tour de France begins in Rodez and ends in Carcassonne on Sunday, but the Slovenian rider Roglic will not be continuing. The 32-year-old, a 3-time winner of the stage on Le Tour, is out of the race due to back difficulties after a mishap in which he collided with a hay bale during stage 5 between Lille and Ironburg. Roglic, who was in 21st place going into stage 15, said, "To allow my injuries to recover properly, we have decided that I will not start today. I'm happy with where we are right now, and I have faith that we will achieve our green and yellow jersey goals as a team. A huge debt of gratitude in due to everyone's tremendous encouragement." Magnus Cort and Simon Clark have also withdrawn from Le Tour due to COVID-19. Roglic hopes to recover in time for the forthcoming Vuelta a España, which begins on August 19th. Wout van Aert, Vingegaard's teammate on Jumbo-Visma, will continue in the race and try to help his teammate, who entered stage 15 with a 2-minute 22-second advantage over Pogačar, the general classification. It's not unusual for Primoz Roglic to come out on top of a week-long stage race. After last year's success in Italy, doing so as part of a team 1-2 with Jonas Vingegaard is also not novel. However, this year there is less of a gap between them, as Roglic has some competition at the top of the Jumbo-Visma food chain. On Sunday, Roglic took the overall win, while Vingegaard won the stage, and both riders are now considered favourites to win the Tour de France. However, there can be only one champion in July. Roglic's response was characteristically terse. Everyone, huh? Everybody has a voice, and everyone has a chance to be heard. That's how it is. When pressed to narrow the issue down to who's the boss on the bike, Roglic refused to budge. Repeatedly the same, each of us plays a vital role. The men have been great, just like they were today. Thank you very much to everyone who helped with this. In recent years, Jumbo-Visma has become one of the premier stage racing teams, and Roglic has helped lead the charge to the top. It doesn't have to be him who ends the job in July, although he has won the Vuelta a España 3 times with the team and came agonizingly close to landing the Tour de France in 2020. He reflected on the strength of his squad, saying, "The stronger the guys around me are, and the stronger I am, and the stronger we are as a team. I don't give a damn who ends up winning or getting it. It's played on a team. We make the most of the resources at hand." Early efforts were made by Christophe Laporte and Chris Harper. Contributions were made by Thijs Benoot and Wout van Aert over the Col de la Colombière, and the last ascent was anchored by Steven Kruijswijk, leaving Roglic and Vingegaard with only one adversary when he pulled out. Roglic stated, "Super strong team. We're completely in charge of the situation today and for the previous few days as well. I'm glad to be a part of it, and I do not doubt that we will succeed." Wout van Aert, who won the race and the green jersey, won 2 additional stages by the end of the week, and Jumbo-Visma ended 1-2 in the overall and stage standings. They were, somewhat predictably, also the best in the team's classification. "We got what we deserved," Roglic stated. "This week, we had some excellent racing. For the Tour, we have nothing to worry about. Nonetheless, out there, things are most definitely different. Every person needs to be held to the same standard as we do here. We are making progress in the correct direction. We should be proud of what we accomplished, but there is still a long way to go. With the Tour in mind, we aim to maintain or improve upon our current performance." In regards to Vingegaard and the stage win being awarded to him, I have this to say: he super deserves it. On the final push, his strength shone through. All the guys on the team deserve a lot of credit for their efforts. Can all benefit from this. Even when the inquiries were not directly related to his squad, the focus always returned to their excellence. Is Tadej Pogačar, UAE Team Emirates, getting a message from this? We're not trying to impress anyone, we're simply having fun. Roglic's interactions and the media have become increasingly infused with humour, and some of it was allowed to sneak through. After losing the yellow jersey at this race in Paris-Nice in prior years, he spoke of making little corrections in France this year, referring to his victories this year. When asked about his preparation for the Vuelta, he remarked that the Tour was perfect practice. Regardless of what happens next month, Roglic has added a who's who of week-long stage races to his palmares by finishing first in the Critérium du Dauphiné, Paris-Nice, Tirreno-Adriatico and the Tour de Romandie. "That's insane," he exclaimed. "It's so lovely to succeed. Can Primoz Roglic still win the Tour de France? Put a remark down below and let us know." That's all I have for you for today, folks. We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. The patronage of our audience is essential to our success. To that end, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more incredible videos.